So we're definitely not going to talk about what we talked about, the Beatles cartoon and such.
Is that what you can think of to start us off with? It's like, okay,
hey, what else are we going to start off with? I'm not a professional Let's Player at all.
Are we just gonna? So it's just gonna be like me and Arth talking about Heil Honey I'm Home for the next hour?
Well, I don't know.
I've never seen it. I think I've seen like a review. That's it.
Anyway, welcome to the casino, because of course there's to be a casino in these kinds of games.
If you look closely, you will find Sonic, right?
Probably.
Probably. Anyway, the point of these are playing with these giant slot machines, which are of course water powered. But before I talk to some of these people, I think there's like one guy who says, I'm totally broke because casinos, of course. It might be this guy, but I can't talk to him because he's sitting on a chair.
Reminds me of Pokemon with the casinos. It's like,
it's kind of weird. Awful. Like almost every Pokemon game has like a casino of sorts. Or at least a lot of Nintendo games have like casinos of sorts.
Oh,
at least they made the point that it's bad.
Yeah, these ones will activate by water, and it's kind of less sensitive because, especially, you can see that the water just sprays everywhere. It's not you hit parts you don't want to hit. Basically, you have to get 7 in a row, and this one is actually the easiest one to get because you can manually make all of them 7. The next one, however, is a little bit more tedious because it's RNG basically.
Oh.
Really? I mean, it's a casino. It would be weird if it wasn't.
Oh no.
Oh yes. So we're speeding this up. But this is sped up about 4 times.
Well, I mean, credit where it's due. At least it always goes with 3 in a row. Yeah. So it's slightly less annoying, but still very annoying.
It's not good gameplay, but at least it took some mercy out of us.
I mean, it just lengthened the gameplay.
Speaking of lengthening game, did you love that sensitive water physics? Well, here you go, get some more. You have to spray water on these tiles and make sure they spin on the right angle. It's as terrible as it looks. It's as fucking terrible as it looks. The best way to go about this is to go from the top to the bottom.
Down.
I wonder if you could have done the thing where you did like that, you know, that big widespread spray thing. I wonder if you just sort of aimed towards the center, did that, and that
it doesn't help. Sometimes if you spray on it, it just spins. It just becomes the same. Just like you spray it, and then still comes a question mark. It's really, really finicky like that, and it's awful.
And then Mario dies of old age, or the heat death of the universe appears.
Okay. Anyway, so we did all that to get to a secret level, which thankfully is not that bad. I did cut out 1 death, but that was mainly because I was busy watching a video while I was recording this, so I wasn't paying attention. Otherwise, it is actually quite easy. What you have to keep in mind though is that these blocks will slide around this platform, and they could easily get crushed in there if you're not too careful.
Oh yeah.
But it's not too bad if you figure out where these things go. I tried to get to this one up, but it's like slightly off into the edge there, and I figured maybe not.
Oh, risk it, yeah.
And that wall jump was just absolutely too high for it, so that was pretty obnoxious placement there. Yeah, this is probably like the most intimidating one, but the other ones are not so bad.
Yeah, because
again, these blocks are incredibly hard to slip off. Like ridiculously hard, you can see there. I think any other block you would just have slid off, but here you don't. And yeah, it's mostly just good, easy sailings from here.
Sweet.
And this one is not too hard either, even though it looks kinda intimidating.
Holy crap! Yeah.
But again, it's hard to slide off these things, so it's not so bad.
Rubik's Revenge. Imagine like a Rubik level with that, like get all the sides right and takes like 1,000,000 years.
And you have to use the water physics to get them right.
Oh god. Anyway, let's go back to the casino, because of course we need to. We made this level, we need to get it showcased more than once.
The background music is kinda weird.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's kind of fitting because it's supposed to be like ominous yet still somewhat relaxing sounding.
Slightly corrupted.
Yeah, corrupted. That's a good word for it. Now, what you need to do here is just to ground pound this thing, and we'll get to lower down to the basement.
Wait, what's that platform connected to?
Okay,
Magic!
It's a Mario game, don't question it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, man. Ah.
Ooh.
Meet King Boo. And to
I
either
want
defeat
to
him, you
say
have to play
like
gambling.
Gambler or something.
Well, redesigned King Boo.
So King Boo will basically, you basically roll the roulette and you basically get a random reward. This one spawns enemies. It's not too bad, honestly. What you want to is to get one in order to actually attack and be able to defeat them, which we'll get in a moment. The purple tiles on the roulette will allow you to... Oh yeah, I forgot. I was kind of confused and I didn't figure out why we would keep moving, but these things are around, so they kept us from... You can also see that thing just got stuck there, which is wonderful. That was preventing us from proceeding. You have to defeat all the enemies in order to proceed. Now, I don't get to show up all the results from the roulette, but what we want is this one, where you spew a bunch of fruit. Hygienic.
Oh.
What you do is take a pepperoni, throw it on him, and throw any other fruits and smash him in the face with it. Do this 3 times and you're done. So this boss fight can pretty much take it a good while, but it's not too bad, honestly. There have been more tedious ones. If you run out of water, I think some of the enemies will occasionally spawn water balls, so you can keep going.
Oh.
Now this one got kinda ridiculous, because you got all these enemies that are those ducks that are obnoxious, and those fiery Goomba-like enemies that set Mario's butt on fire, which is always wonderful. And things kinda gone very, very wrong in just a moment, as I struggle to fight these things.
I just want to say, don't gamble, otherwise this will happen.
Yeah, exactly. This is the consequence of gambling.
This happens
Fortunately, the
if you
enemies
support
disappear
loot
after a while,
boxes.
so if you're having trouble with them, you won't have to deal with them if you're having too much trouble.
That's an unhygienic casino with the town.
It is very,
Yeah.
especially if this spews out the food from wherever the ghost hides their food in the body.
That's where food comes from, kids.
I really hope not.
No.
I think sometimes you can also get like not 3 in a row, and you just use random enemies and sometimes coins, I think.
Okay.
And I like how you spawn out fish which can't do anything because they're in land.
I like them.
And I still got damaged by the fish, which is amazing.
How long does this fight go?
Until you get the fruits 3 times.
Fair enough.
Is this like totally random?
It's somewhat random, but I think it eventually is going to it. And so I tried to be a bit fancy, tried to kick the durian in there, but I didn't do it, so... I basically just tried to get whatever fruit possible in there, and I had lots of trouble. But, yeah. There we go. Not too troublesome, just very lengthy.
Nice. Nicely done. Ooh.
Yeah.
The emotionless blank stare of the shine. I
Another
am
creature, well, it's technically already dead, well, it's already dead already, so, oh well.
That's okay.
Let me get.
Yep, so we have to clean up the goop in a time limit. If that time limit elapses, it's game over. Well,
It
it's
seems
game
like
over.
this hotel just cannot get a break. Something's always
Electric
happening.
Goomba.
This is actually one of the few levels you actually have to clean up stuff. All the other levels were technically is optional. Yeah, you have to clean up almost the majority of the goop. You don't have to get every single one of these, but the majority. You can throw these barrels in order to clean up some of them. And the basically last thing I do very often is
wow.
very, very helpful to clean all this stuff. In fact, if I didn't mess up some of these, I probably could have done this in like half the time you need it for this.
Ooh.
You can also notice that some of these people are actually stuck in the goop, but it's not important to clean them up at the moment. You just have to worry about the goop.
That person looked chill, like cleaning.
Yeah, for some reason these
Oh,
guys are immune to falling into the goop for some strange reason.
You have to clean up all of it.
Not all of it, but almost all of
Oh.
it, like 95% of it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I guess because
Yeah, if
tiny
you had to
drop
clean
will
all of
take
it, that would be
forever.
terrible. But you just have to clean up almost all of it. So it's at least that merciful. So if you just leave a little bit out there, it's fine. Thankfully, actually, as long as you do that blast trick, you can actually get more time than you need to do so.
This is. I thought that was a dead fish there. On the
And some accidentally summoned a blue coin from that wall thing in there. And we're done. Timer is stopped and we can now clean up all the people here, which will give us blue coins for the effort. And if you collect the blue coins from them, they'll give you 1-ups. So this wouldn't be a bad way to grind up 1-ups if you really needed to. Honestly, you don't really need to. 1-ups are only really used for like secret levels. Other than that, they're not that mandatory.
Okay.
And so we're almost done with the hotel now. And I
Almost.
keep failing to get the shine spot because I keep using the wall jump.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean the side jump, not the wall jump.
I'll be honest, you sort of mentioned about, before this recording, about how we're very close to essentially the end of the campaign.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm amazed that it's this short, honestly. I mean, I know there's still a lot more you need to do to 100% complete it. But
Yeah, I think we're basically going to get a little bit more than half the shine sprites at this rate. And I'm usually just going the extra mile by getting every single shine sprite. You only need to collect 7 of them at least, because you need to get to beat Shadow Mario in every level. Now, a fun thing about this level is it actually spawns like fake Shadow Marios as he's running around.
Ooh.
And you can
Oh,
tell
that's
they're false because they're a little bit brighter than actually what Shadow Mario actually is. Kind of a neat little trick, even though it is kind of obnoxious at times.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this is not too bad.
Imagine if he actually just wanted to stay there for a night and let's see.
Well, he's a bad guy, so whatever, screw him. That's the Mario logic.
Mario, destroyer of worlds.
Now just one more mission before we're done with this hotel. And it's a red coin mission with a time limit.
Oh.
It's a very generous time limit because it's kind of a doozy one. The coins are all spread all across the level, and it can take quite some effort to find them all.
Oh, okay.
You do have enough time to find them all, but if you don't know what you're doing, this can be kind of tricky because you basically have to search almost the entire hotel to find them, unless you know where they already are. So I actually spent a lot of time just looking around there because I didn't recall where exactly all of them were. But yeah. And this guy was blocking our way when we were trying to get the shine sprite in this room before. So we had to go through the vents. Anyway, so
The
we're
music in
almost
the
done here.
background.
Yeah, the music is chaotic as ever.
Yeah.
We're almost done here, and we got a decent amount of time to spare.
The music is what happens if the merry-go-round goes too fast. And
It kind of is, actually.
I'll be honest, I do kind of like the music in this game. Like, some of it is very, very, very weird, but it's got, as I've said before, it does have a very unique sort of tone to it, which I quite like.
Well, that's a good thing, because in this part we get to go into my favorite songs in the game, which will be appearing in Nuke Bay.
Oh.
Oh, the
Actually, Nuke Bay
pollution.
has pretty good music in general. A lot of nice calming music in general. Anywho, so
I
now
mean,
actually
Mario went there for a holiday.
yeah, and now you actually get to deal with the pollution problem in this island. I mean, the part of the island. Here, take this giant fish ball over on top of your head.
I
Which doesn't
died.
quite seal around your neck, so
No.
just hope that no water goes through in the front or the back.
Yeah, so this giant fish ball will basically increase the amount of time we could be underwater. And this is going to introduce a semi-obnoxious gimmick that we have to deal with for a couple of these giant sprites.
Underwater levels?
Yeah. First, we have to shrink ourselves by magically shrink ourselves and enter this giant jar. Into this jar. And now we get to this very weird. Like, you know how swimming controls are really awkward in this game? This is even more so because now you have to basically you can guide Mario who's gliding all across the place, and the only way to go upward is to use Flood. If for some reason he can no longer swim on his own ability, you have to use Flood.
I have the impression that the shadows help when you look down at them.
Yeah, for some reason when you're near the sign, you just fly upwards when you get close to it. And this can get very awkward to collect the coin down here.
Oh no.
But yeah. He's also very, very, very slippy while in these levels. So like, you just go over here and I try to go around. Like you see in a moment how really slippery it is.
I wonder how hard it would be without the shadows to aim. That would be terrible.
Well, it's not really much more about aiming, it's more just controlling in general because it's very, very awkward. These are not too bad, but it's not great.
Oh, not the...
Yeah, we have to deal with that a lot. Because we've been spending a lot of time on the water.
Yeah.
We won't hear it as often because it slows down the amount of time we lose life when we're underwater.
And that somehow clears pollution, I guess.
We haven't done it yet, we're going to do it now.
Okay.
I like the fact that you were given it and then it's something like, oh hey, you forgot to take this with you. Here, have it back again.
Mario wants to get rid of it. No, I don't want it.
Yeah. I wish you could actually take this out of the level, but you can't.
Oh.
So now we get to play Dentist.
Oh, joy.
Yay,
you'll see in a moment. So the waterfall will actually give us a small little place where we can actually jump into the water without taking damage. And that's where we get to the depths of the ocean.
Dive for your life.
Now I could have dived, but I decided not to do so for this time. Don't worry, I'll do it next time.
Ooh.
Yeah, welcome to the deep ocean of Nuki Bay. Unfortunately, as cool as this place looks, it's still very, very gray, bluish gray.
I can see the shadow of Mario, maybe?
Now you'll see in a moment.
Oh, it's...
Yeah, you can also notice that we are descending very, very slowly. You can also notice that there are bubbles here, and if we break them with the flood, we can get air pockets that allow us to restore all of our life for the life that you lost.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but they don't spawn. They spawn kind of irregularly, so.
Can you accidentally get in the poison when you pop the bubbles?
If you touch them, you get hurt, basically, since they're poisonous.
I mean, after you pop the poison bubbles.
Oh, if you pop them, they're fine. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It's only bad if you don't pop them. Anyway, what we have to do is use flood to spray the water onto the tooth in order to clean them. If we go too far up, then the mouth closes and it dirties all the tubes again. So you have to get in a bit closer.
It doesn't really look like cavities, it's just, oh, I brushed my teeth for 10 million years.
Yeah, more or less.
Ah, that natural crust.
Yeah. So I didn't figure out that getting too far from it will basically just make him lower again, or it lower again. Because if you look closer, you can kind of tell it's one side of them has like eyebrow. One of the things that eyes has like eyebrows, and the other one has like freckles. It's like half man, half woman eel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you see, that one is more feminine, the other one is more rough, rugged. So it's one of those things where you don't know whether it's a male or female. It could be both. And be careful, that thing will try to suck you up as well. If you get too close, it will try to close its mouth, and I don't know what happens if it bites you, but I might guess it might kill you instantly. Or you might just
I
take
mean,
one
some
poison.
species are hermaphrodite, but I don't know about eels.
Anyway, getting very close to it is what you have to do in order to do this. Just keep an eye on your life gauge, and make sure you don't get sucked down. That's bad.
That would suck.
Yeah, yeah, clever. It's not too challenging though. The only difficult is it takes a long while. And you have to check your life gauge so you don't run out of breath and die.
Holy crap, that.
Like right at the moment, I'm starting to get kinda low, and it's a worrying low, so I decided to go get some coins. Luckily, they're spread across a lot of coins around here, so you can easily get a lot of them.
Sweet.
And we just got one more tooth to take down, and then we should be done with this. And that's not it, that's the on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. That one's.
And now it's... Yeah, I'm getting really, really close here, and it's decided
Yeah.
to try and close its mouth.
Ooh.
Holy crap.
That was very close.
Yeah.
And might be the actual only thing we actually don't kill in this game.
Oh yeah, fair point.
I think so. Because you see later, it makes a little heart out of the coins down there. But it disappears and we never see it again, so who knows.
No.
So more might have been
Oh.
And
Oh,
also,
it's-
it refills all your air, so you don't have to worry about getting more coins. That's done with.
But I do like how that's the only like mandatory creature you don't, the boss you don't kill.
Yeah.
Just wait for the dental bill. No. Oh, you want those implants? Hey, they are expensive.
Basically, what we're learning here is that Mario really should be a dentist.
I mean, he was a doctor. Dentistry wouldn't be too far off.
Yeah, but all he did was give you pills. He didn't
Yeah.
really like check to make sure it wasn't just, I don't know, something wrong with your lungs or something.
Yeah, he was like Dr. Nick from The Sims.
It's mad, yeah. Anyway, Piatismo is just here for another race, and it's pretty straightforward. In fact, it's actually quite a lot easier, so I just decided to waste some time and get some coins. I think I was looking for
wonder
like
if
one of
you
those
said,
turbo
like, you
nozzles
can
to make
just
this race
shoot.
even a lot. I think I was looking for those turbo nozzles when I did this, in order to make this ridiculously easy, but I couldn't find it.
Oh.
Oh well.
But it's no deal. I almost did this like half the time he set it in. And it actually takes him quite a while to swim all the way over here.
Yeah.
While you're swimming, you can use the hover nozzle to boost yourself a little bit. It makes you go a little bit faster.
Still climbing. It's like a robot that can't backwards.
Yeah. Yatsimo is no good swimmer at all.
Yeah. First I was like, oh, that guy is fast, but then it's like slow swimmer.
Yeah, again, having Flood makes these missions a little much easier in general. Let's see, is this... Okay, no, it's not a secret level.
Well, I mean, secret and big sarcastic quotes, considering the fact the game wants you to go there.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if you could sequence break this, but yeah. If you're going to do this normally, you're going to have to do all these, so it's not really much of a secret. So we've seen these, I think you might have recalled, we've seen these things before. They let you do if you step on them.
Yes.
And it's been a while since we last saw them, like Bianco Hills. Yeah. I don't know what the difference between the color one and ours. I think the red ones are the slowest and the blue ones are a bit faster.
Possibly. I mean, that red one isn't moving at all.
I think
thought
it's
it might
dead.
be
No.
like it's tried to follow you or something. I don't recall. Like I know this one, so if we get on this one, the red one goes after us.
I see. I think it's like it moves towards you whenever like the rope gets bent downwards.
Maybe.
If Sonic were in shell form, which shell can go faster?
So this secret level is a little bit more tough actually. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it requires a lot more skill with jumping and wall jumping and such, as you see in a moment.
And more rotation. Oh, no.
Yeah, more rotations. So here we got to make a wall jump and jump towards that platform over there. And if we fail that, we'll fall into our doom. There's plenty of that, and it can make this a bit challenging for people who are not very experienced with jumping. I recall this level as a child was very, very difficult for me. But now, as I'm grown and I'm more experienced with playing these kinds of games, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
There's only like one bit which is very tedious, but other than that, nothing too bad.
The nades remind me somehow of like when you are like in Katamari Damacy, and you are like very small and everything else looks so big.
That one requires to make wall jumps into 2 of those walls, which can be very tricky. I think I remember being, as a child, dying to that thing a lot.
Oh, no.
And this one is a bit more tricky because this one goes actually quite fast.
Yeah.
And whoops!
Yeah, that's insidious. That's
Yeah, that one is a dick. That's a dick move. So we go here again, and I almost bang it up again.
God.
It demands your blood. Oh no.
Yeah, using blood for this level will make that section much easier. And the rest of this is not too bad. You just side jump yourself up here, because normal jump is not high enough. Wait for it to spin the correct direction. And that one, while it is spinning quite fast, it's not too bad because of its size.
From VR, imagine this in VR. That would be.
I don't think
you would vomit to it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
And
fair,
I
have
almost
seen
jumped to my
somebody who
doom there.
I have seen somebody who did try to like make a sort of custom version of like Sonic in VR, and from what I've seen, that was not fun. I don't want to imagine what Mario game would be like.
Yeah. And welcome to probably one of the worst Shadow Mario chases. Because you have to chase him all across this giant ass platform.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you can easily fall off this thing, especially since Shadow Mario likes to knock you off if you ever even so slightly touch him.
No.
And he keeps jumping like a maniac all across here. Yeah, this is just terrible. This is just terrible. Normally I speed this up like 2 times. This is split up like 4 times or so. Or it might not. But yeah, this...
I'm glad it only takes a million years.
Yeah, this one took forever. Because he just goes all the way to the top, and guess what he does then?
All the way to the bottom.
All the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see what it's just terrible.
I do like
They
the
like
fact
a
that
certain
he's-
pattern to Mario, the Shadow Mario, like up and down, basically, just.
I love the fact that this Shadow Mario, he's damaged if you spray water at him, but he's totally fine if he just swims in the water.
I think it's because I think it's because the water we sprays it at a ridiculous force.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how. I mean, have you ever like had someone be sprayed with a water hose? I imagine that must hurt a lot.
Maybe it's like a pressure cleaner, like
Yeah,
where
more
you
like the pressure,
clean,
like the pressure that you give out. Yeah, for some of these nooks crannies have like little weird things to pop out and knock you down for some reason.
Oh.
I mean, you can cut with water like steel plates if the pressure is high enough.
Yeah, so I guess it's like the amount of pressure you get from flood is what then causes him damage.
Pressure 2, now it cuts stuff. The Mario game will never go.
Oh shoot, we're beyond 50. Nice.
And now we get to the final one, which is in one way tedious, in another way quite cool. It's tedious because it's not an underwater one. It's cool because you get to see in a moment.
At the mandatory bubble.
Of course.
Ooh.
So here we actually go diving for once.
That looks good.
Yeah, it's an actual fish with red coins on it. We have to go around chasing after it to collect it, which is kind of tedious.
But much better than the bird, I guess.
Now they're variety of nookies who are like hanging around in like jellyfish, which kind of makes the place look a lot more colorful, and we got nice pleasant music. This is not too bad, it just takes a while because you have to keep chasing this fish. So well, one thing that is annoying that eventually the fish will just spontaneously explode and spiral coins all across the place, like that. It will rebuild itself again, but it's kind of hard to keep a track on it when it does this. Like, it's just gone way up now and have to basically just figure out where it is. There it is. And I have to go chasing after it again. So yeah, this one can take quite a while. But we got some pleasant music and the scenery is a bit more better now with the nookies all around.
Yeah.
I definitely remember this song even as a child. Like, it was one of my favorites from the game.
Oh.
Like, after all generally energetic music, we got something actually nice and relaxing.
Yeah.
I don't know how the energetic version of this song would be. Like very fast.
I thought all the other songs are more energetic and such. Anyway, there we go.
Rise and shine.
When the shiny is so far away, it makes no noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, only one more world to go, and next time might be the last one. At least for the main story. See you then.
Yeah.
Very well.
We're actually getting competent with these endings now.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yep.